Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So we are on the papaya seeds in black pepper. So if you see the pure black pepper settles down here, whereas papaya seeds float on the water. It's very difficult to identify with simple eyes, but if you observe it carefully, you can detect that also. So this is our medicinal box, we can call it. And because of this, the immunity of the Indians is highest in the world. And that has been shown in this pandemic situation also. We are very nicely using our medicinal box, particularly depending upon the various seasons. So detection of fennel seeds and cumin seeds. So take small quantity of cumin seeds in a glass plate. Examine visually for fennel seeds. Fennel seeds can be separated out by close examination. See the difference here. The size, that is length and breadth also differs. So one can definitely separate it. This is a very costly product, and because of that, mostly adulterated product. So detection of cassia bark in cinnamon. How to taste that? Take a small quantity of cinnamon in a glass plate. If adulterated, on close visual examination, cassia bark can comprise of several layers here, these layers. The rough outer and innermost smooth layers can be differentiated from the cinnamon. So this is rough, adulterated one. Cinnamon barks are very thin. These are very thin. That can be rolled around. A pencil or pen, it has a distinct smell. Aroma is very good, and that anybody can detect whether it is pure or adulterated cinnamon. Detection of grass seeds colored with charcoal dust in cumin seeds. So this is colored with charcoal. Rub small amount of cumin seeds on palms. If palms turn black, adulteration is indicated. Here you can see the palm is adulterated seeds are there. Detection of white powder in iodized salt. Plain salt, nowadays it is rare, but if they want to have price of iodized salt, it is adulterated. Stir 1/4 teaspoon of sample of salt in a glass water. Pure salt dissolves completely and gives a clear solution or gives slightly turbid solution here due to the presence of permitted anti-caking agent in the salt. What is anti-caking agent? If you see a particular iodized salt, there are no lumps or no cakes or no cake formation because they are adding some agent, some chemicals, so as to have there no cake formation or caking formation. If salt is adulterated, solution turns dense. Here is a dense solution. White turbid in the presence of chalk powder, and other insoluble impurities will settle down at the bottom. Sorry. Yeah, I switched off. Right. Pure salt dissolves completely. Yeah, that we have seen. So this is adulterated salt. This is iodized salt. Then this is adulteration with the green color, chilies. You will see very good color, olive green color for the, particularly for lady's finger or chilies. In both cases, this adulteration is done. Here we can see chili. Take cotton piece soaked in water or vegetable oil, conduct separately because two tastes are different. The clarity you can see if you use the oil will be more, that is more amount of this green, melanchite green will be here, formed here, and you see this greenish portion. If a cotton turns green, then it is adulterated with green, it is the color, and it is carcinogenic. It can lead to cancer if you are consuming it regularly. Detection of artificial color on green peas. Here, take little amount of green peas in the transparent glass, add water to it and mix well, check well. Let it stand for half an hour. Clean separation color in water indicate the adulteration. Here, you can see the color has been added. Here, no color has been added. Detection of color dried tendrils of maize cob in saffron filtration. Genuine saffron will not break easily like artificial. This is genuine. Artificial saffron is prepared by soaking maize cob in sugar and coloring it with coal tar. That is also bad coloring matter. Take transparent glass of water and add small quantity of saffron. If saffron is adulterated, the artificial color dissolves in water rapidly. A bit of pure saffron, when allowed to dissolve in water, will continue to give its saffron color so long it lasts, as it lasts. So that is the difference. This is adulterated, and you can visually also mark the difference here. But of course, they will sell only small portion like this, so it is very difficult to detect. Yeah. Differentiation of common salt and iodized salt. Again, cut a piece of potato, add salt, and wait for a minute. Add 2 drops of lemon juice. If it is iodized salt, blue color will develop here. You can see this salt which was iodized. I added salt first, then drop of lemon juice, and you can see the difference. Here is no color. So this is iodide salt, this is common salt. Detection of clay in coffee powder. Half teaspoonful of coffee powder in a transparent glass jar of water. Stir for a minute and keep it aside for 5 minutes. Observe the glass at bottom. So here you see coffee is floating over here, and some of the portion of color is here, and that is adulterated coffee powder. If coffee powder is adulterated, clay particles will settle at the bottom. These are the clay particles, and this is the coffee. This is adulterated one. Detection of color in supari or pan masala. Adds small amount of supari pan masala. Nowadays, of course, pan masala is not being sold in Maharashtra at least. Add small amount of supari pan masala in a glass water. Pure supari masala will not leave any color in water. Here you'll see all supari floating here. If adulterated, then color dissolves in the water immediately, and you see colored water. Particularly, these things are happening in hotels. They are using the tea for making tea, and exhausted tea is being sold to the small tea shops. Take filter paper and spread few tea leaves. Sprinkle with water to wet the filter paper. Wash the filter paper under tap water and observe the stains against the light. Pure tea leaves will not stain the filter paper. If coal tar is present, it will immediately stain the filter paper. So here adulteration of the coals. Actually that exhausted tea, they are coloring with the coal tar dye. So use tea powder and they color it. Detection of iron filings in tea leaves. Because it is difficult to detect the iron filings, and why it is used so as to increase the weight of the product. Take small quantity of tea leaves in a glass plate. Move the magnet to the tea leaves. Pure tea leaves will not show any iron filing on the magnet. This is the magnet. No iron filing, sorry. If adulterated, the iron filings will be seen on the magnet. So this is adulterated product, that is tea powder, tea leaves. This is also carcinogenic color, rhodamine B, in sweet potato, used as adulterant. Take a cotton ball soaked in water or vegetable oil. Conduct the test separately because two separate tests will give two different results. In the sense, quantity of rhodamine will be more in case of oil, vegetable oil, if it is used for detection. If cotton absorbs color, then it indicates the usage of rhodamine B for coloring the outer surface of the sweet potato. Actually, purple color sweet potatoes are good for particularly those having iodine deficiency, but this is very risky if it is added. So that is also simple case. One can have it done at house. Wax polishing. Wax polishing as such, it may not be harmful, but when it goes into your system, particularly in stomach, you will have a problem. So anyhow, any type of the apples are using, maybe indigenous or imported. Mostly imported apples, you can see the wax here. Take a blade or scratch the surface of the apple, wax come out if wax polishing has been done. If there is a shining for the apple, it is definitely that there is a wax coating on that. So in case you find that how to remove that wax, keep the whole apple in lukewarm water for 5 minutes and then remove it and rub it with a Turkish towel and again put it in plain water and wash it so that maximum amount of wax will be taken out by this process. There is also one more thing. Apple can be used in both ways. In case of constipation, in case of diarrhea or dysentery. In case of constipation, a person can eat an apple with skin because skin contains pectin and it will be good for constipation. Whereas dysentery or diarrhea person, I'm sorry, I reversed it. The person who has constipation, that is with skin only they have, and in dysentery or diarrhea, they can remove the skin and make use of juice. Of chicory powder in coffee powder. Take a transparent glass of water, add teaspoonful of coffee. Coffee powder floats over the water, but chicory begins to sink. This is the again adulterated coffee powder. This is pure coffee powder. So food for prevention, how to prevent these things? There are various methods for preventing in food safety, HACCP, hazard analysis and critical control point, then threat analysis and critical control point, then vulnerable analysis and critical control point. These are the three methods in food safety management system. And food auditors are using these things for detecting or controlling the fraud in foods. So these vulnerabilities can be physical, economic, social, or emotional vulnerabilities, depending on what type of foods are there. This is also given by method is given by the Global Food Safety Initiative. So this is threat assessment critical control point will be used to deal with the prevention of intentional adulteration. Then VASAP vulnerability assessment critical point. So in September 98, a religious sect intent on disrupting the local elections in Dells in Oregon in USA contaminated restaurants, salad bars, creating a large community outbreak of salmonella. In 2002, a snack bar owner in Nanjing, China, sprayed a lethal rat poison into the food of his business rival. These are large cases. Killing 38 people and hundreds of seriously ill. May 2016, Kale Bessemer in Michigan sprayed mouse poison on the food in snack bar. So these are rivalry. They have been using these methods so as to uh, the business down of particular food products of the competitor. And FDA has been controlling Food and Drug Administration. And in one case, Supreme Court upheld the conviction of the president of a major grocery chain. It was not a person who has been authorized to work on behalf of the president, but president himself was charged, and Supreme Court has upheld that decision of the FDA. In that case, the president was found criminally liable for unsanitary conditions of the warehouse, notwithstanding his argument that he had delegated the responsibility for maintaining the cleanliness of the warehouse to his subordinates. No, that has not been accepted, and he was punished. Fraudulent blending of the food products with meats from undeclared species. Generally, the meat has been labeled of the animal or species of which that meat is. But some of the animals which are of the meat of which is cheaper, that has been labeled for the meat of the or the meat of the animals meant for. This problem is global scale and exemplified by the European horse meat scandal in 2003. In Europe, this scandal happened, and horse meat was sold under the good quality of meat. So, food fraud is economically motivated adulteration. It is defined as the fraudulent intentional substitution or addition of a substance in the product for the purpose of increasing the apparent value of the product, reducing the cost of its production for economic gain. And food defects is the protection of the food product from contamination or adulteration intended to cause public health harm and economic disruption. So these things are very important from the point of view of our health. Adulterated food is generally impure, unsafe, and unwholesome. So it is not good for our overall health. Top 25 fraudulent food ingredients. Milk contributes 14% of the all. See, there are 25 number of fraudulent foods, of which, as I said earlier, milk is very easy to be adulterated with simple adulterants. Milk adulteration has been widely reported in developing countries such as Pakistan, Brazil, India, and China. The diluted milk adulterants such as skim milk powder, reconstituted milk. Reconstituted milks, you might have seen some of the videos from some of the places in India also. They are using various things and making artificial milk or reconstituted milk with urea, rice flour, salt, starch, glucose, vegetable oil, animal fat, and melamine. Whey powder can be added to increase the thickness and viscosity of the milk to maintain the composition of the fat, carbohydrate, from it. So as to match the thing of a good quality milk, they are adding the cheapest things unless and until somebody detects it, the things will be happening as it is. Then they're using formalin to increase the shelf life. In addition, detergents are added that we have seen in the test also. So then various things are added for whiteness in the milk to go it in genuine appearance. In September 2008, the Chinese government announced the recall of the, and this was the biggest food fraud, tested positive for melamine. Within days, it was reported that 54,000 children had become sick. 4 infants had died due to kidney damage after being fed melamine-tainted infant formula. Consequently, the United Nations issued international alert, which resulted in other countries placing ban on import of Chinese milk products. In India also did that time. The European Union banned all Chinese-made baby food products, while France took further action by banning all food containing Chinese milk as precautionary measure. A total 24 other countries in Asia, South America, and Africa banned the import of Chinese milk products in 2008. This was reported in BBC News also subsequently. So it was only when its partner in New Zealand, Fonterra Corporation Group Limited, intervened that production finally stopped. Otherwise, in spite of that, they were doing that production, but their New Zealand group have stopped that. And most significant consequences of the melamine contamination was more than 290,000 individuals. That in that one of the charts also I have shown that. So that has happened. Then subsequently what China did, a new toxic substance which is harder to detect in milk products was found in 2011. The practice of adding hydrolyzed leather protein to milk and product was reported, thus worsening public concern about the safety of Chinese milk products. Hydrolyzed leather is supposed to be made by hydrolyzing the scrap of animal skin and is added to milk, unscrupulous products to increase the apparent protein content, thus disgusting warrant product. This is also reported by the Center for Food Safety. In the study, total 100 samples of the Brazilian ultra heat treatment, ultra high temperature treatment, milk were analyzed for adulterants such as starch, chlorine, formaldehyde. So many frauds happened, and because of that, many countries they have taken steps so that the frauds can be detected as early as possible. Then spices and herbs are in the forefront of the food fraud around the world. Most herbs and spices are grown in developing countries, that is like India and other countries. So most commonly identified foods like milk, milk products, atta, dal, oils, mustard oil, olive oil, ghee, cereals. These are very many products. So common food adulterants in India, that was milk. 2012 studies conducted by FSSAI across 33 states found that milk in India was contaminated with dilute water, detergent, fat, and even urea. So there are many food fraud cases in China, Russia, Italy, England, Australia, Mexico, USA, and fortunately in India, not many such cases on large scale. Some of the cases are there, but not to that extent. A few most recent and possibly well-known occurrences of food fraud include the dairy products containing nitrogen-enhancing melamine, cyanuric acid, or it is known as stabilizer, but it is not good for our health. Found in infant formula, pet foods, resulting in the illness of and death. Food and alcohol seizures occurring in European Union borders, increasing the frequency. So, Kiwi Wine Company, including directors accused of complex food fraud, Georgian arrested for exporting falsified hazelnut products to Germany. In 2018 audit, almost half of 382 samples of marketed fish were not what the label indicated them. So that was also adulterated. Then in June 2018, recently, in this last week only, or even 2 days before. This is very interesting. Shocking number of avocado oil sold in US are rancid or adulterated. Food scientists call for FDA to establish reasonable standards for avocado oil. Another study reveals shocking high levels of mislabeling and adulteration. The majority of avocado oil sold in US is either of low quality, mislabeled, or adulterated with other oils, say the researchers of the University of California. So food not only to be nutritious, but also needs to be free from adulteration for healthy longevity. So thank you for patient hearing, and this is again International Yoga Day. Soon we'll be started. Yeah. Now, how many minutes are there, Sudhir?
I think
We can have some.
yeah, 10 more minutes you can discuss it.
Yeah. We can have some questions, and before that, I would like to have a picture of our participants, so that last time we could reach to the World Health Organization and FAO and Codex in the Europe, Codex Elementalis Commission. So can we have one picture? Can we request all the participants to?
Yes, sir. So those who want to open their video, they can open.
Those they want to, of course.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah, we took the screenshot, sir.
Yeah, that is better. And Vikram knows that to send 2-3 pictures of the World Health Organization website where our note has been taken of the World Food Safety Day program 7th June 2020. Yes, questions?
Sir, you said melanin is harmful, but
Yeah.
recently I saw somewhere the government is officially is allowing 5% of addition in milk, dairy milk.
In India?
Yeah.
Oh no, I have not seen that.
So melanin is whether 1% or
It is actually a plastic.
okay.
If it is powder form, you cannot identify milk powder and melanin.
Okay.
And that's what they had adulterated in China.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sir, Prakash ji, so this melamine and other powder, some milk powder, they call it, but with not real milk, it seems. That's why in India, everybody is able to drink milk, even though that's real milk.
Yeah.
Not that many cattle or cows.
Yeah. I know.
But
That's what adulteration is still there.
ISI code permits this adulteration, it seems. Or Indian Bureau of Indian Standards. That code itself permits some percentage of adulteration.
No, that is the powder you mean. Milk powder.
Yeah, milk powder, but ultimately what we are getting milk packets in the cities, they are created from the milk powder, not from the real milk collected from the villages.
No, that has been permitted by law. Even RA Milk, RA Dairy in Mumbai, they are using milk powder from the New Zealand since long. Yeah, but that is not harmful as such for the human health. That has been allowed by the law itself. Like in oil, if two oils are being used, it is allowed by the FSSAI Act. And of course, there is a percentage, 80 and 20 is the percentage of blending of the two oils, which can be good for the overall health of a person. Not a single oil can be useful for any person by all means. So they have allowed that combination officially, regulatory is there for that. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
So any other questions from the participants you can ask, otherwise you can conclude this today's webinar.
Yeah.
I think WebEx is not convenient for us and it's very confusing and we didn't get a good return. Yeah.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes it happens.
Yeah.
No problem. But at least we could share some of the things which they can look at it later on also.
Yeah.
Or even FSSAI website they go, they can download the DART booklet.
Okay. Okay.
Wherein all the tests are given.
Okay.
Which are copied out. Yeah.
Okay.
Sir, you did a well researched article, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah. With this,